Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Cancer is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. All right. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Cancer, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. First card is that Seven of Swords. Let's put that into some context, all right? We're going to use our Dove and Serpent spread. We've got some balance. We've got some energy. Oh, look at that. Mercury energy. Oh, this looks really nice. I think something special is really in the works for you. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. We're going to use the Smith-Waite Tarot for our mystery card. And just one random card, we're going to set it down over here. We'll put the horse on top there. And we're not going to look at that card until the very end of the reading. And hopefully that will tie everything together and, give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. So let's look over here again. We've got some water. We've got air, fire, major. We've got two majors here. We've got some air and some earth. It's pretty balanced. I think there's a little bit of everything. We might be a little bit light on the earth energy. So I think that this really is something that we need a little bit more earth for. We need to find practical ways to move this forward, right? We're looking at cards here, especially with the Four of Wands and the Two of Discs. These are cards that are showing the fluctuation, the flux of the physical environment, the temporariness, right? The way things are prone to change. And that's okay. That's good. What we're trying to do, I think, is manifest a dream here, And that's not easy to do, right? So let's look at the Seven of Swords. First card that came out. I think you're somebody who is, you're trying to manifest a dream, literally. And I think that there are always distractions, sidetracks, I think that this is you, despite the difficulties, despite all of these other little sidetracks and distractions and these other things that are bugging you. I think we're trying to stay focused, right? We're staying on this one track. We're staying with that central Ace of Swords there, which incidentally is the same Ace of Swords here in the recent past. Yeah. So I think what happened was you've had this realization of your life path. I think you've had this revelation. You've had this flash of insight, this understanding, this epiphany, this aha moment, where you felt enlightened. You felt like you knew exactly what path you were on, exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Right? This is an enlightenment. This might be more of a psychic or a mental enlightenment, but this is that certainty that you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing with your life. This is us trying to find a way to relate every choice we make, everything in our lives. We're trying to relate back to this one truth now. This is our life path. But we've got these 7 other swords, right? Or, well, maybe 6 other swords, and the Ace of Swords is in the middle. Everything in your life, you might be kind of taking stock of your life now. All these other little side projects or these distractions, these other things going on. You might be really looking at your life now, trying to decide what things to keep, what things need to go. Yeah. How are you relating everything in your life, all your decisions, all of your choices, habits, interests, all of your activities, all of your friends, all of your vocations, all of your employments? How are you relating them all back to your one truth? Is it time to kind of clean out the closet? Right? Is it, I know we're kind of getting later on in the summertime here in the Northern Hemisphere, but is it time to do that spring cleaning? Or is it time to do the fall cleaning, I feel like we have a lot of stuff in our minds, in our hearts, maybe in our closet. We need to sort through it. Get rid of what we don't need, right? If we're manifesting this dream, if we're really trying to take this inspiration, this truth that we've discovered, and build it into something permanent, semi-permanent, we'll get to that, build it into something concrete in this world, we don't want to have too much baggage with us. It's like if you're moving across country, you don't need to bring every little thing. That's a good time to clean out the closet, clean out the basement, get rid of stuff that we don't need anymore. I think that's what we're doing. I think that we have a lot of this good swords energy. Let's look at this for a moment. We've got this Ace of Swords over here. We've got the Ace of Swords here in the middle of the 7 card. And then we've got this Justice or Adjustment card. And this figure here is also holding that Ace of Swords. That's your sword of truth. Don't let go of that. No matter what happens in life, in this reading, in anywhere, don't let go of that, right? That is your will. That is your commitment to your own personal truth, right? So I think what we're doing is we're weighing things. We're judging. We're picking something at random in our head, in our heart, in our life, right? In our closet. Do I need it? How does it measure up to this Ace of Swords? How does it help me manifest this dream? You have to be the judge. That's the Justice card, right? We have to weigh everything against this will that we have, this dream that we're trying to make a reality, okay? And if there's really no way to connect it to this work, well, sell it, give it away. Give it to charity. Donate it. Process it. Let it go. Let go of it. I think that's what this air energy is all about. It's lightening our spiritual load a little bit so that we can manifest our dream. And so this is the kind of work on the horizontal plane, right? We're literally, I think, going through the closet and getting rid of stuff. Going through the attic or the basement, going through our lives, just getting rid of stuff that we've outgrown, getting rid of stuff that doesn't help us get to our goal of this. 4 of Wands, manifesting our dream. See, this is fire and earth. Now, you've been here before. I think if you're new to the channel, you'll learn this about the way I read the cards. Fire and earth together are magic. That is pure spirit, will, pure creativity, the force and fire, that divine energy, finding form in matter, right? It's fire plus a 4. We're manifesting that. This is what we want to do. We want to manifest our will, our creativity, our life, our future, whatever it is that we're doing, whatever our dream is. Whatever our dream is. Okay. Now, speaking of that, let's switch gears for a minute and look up above everything. Princess of Cups, Earth of Water. What is our dream and how are we going to manifest it? That's what this card's all about. But what is this? What is your dream? Well, it's a Princess of Cups. I think that we're still we're still trying to remember all of it. You have a dream, you wake up, you might have the core idea might be there, but we're trying to fill in the details, I think that this is a dream, this is the details of a dream that might be changing as we remember it. Now, that doesn't take away from the Ace of Swords. This is the truth. This is the core idea. This is the path that you're on. This is what you're doing. But the details of it might be changing. And the details of it might be, well, that might be making this whole air process a little bit more difficult. How do I know what I need if the details of this manifestation keep kind of changing? If, the colors are shifting and the shapes are kind of changing, how do I do this air process? Well, we have to adapt to it, for one thing. We have to continue this process. This isn't just a one and done process. You don't just clean out the basement one time. You have to develop a habit of keeping things clean, right? You don't just have one big cleaning and then you don't have to clean for the rest of the year. Let's incorporate it into a routine. We clean as we go. We evaluate things in the moment as we're making choices, as we're living our life. As we're engaged in things, we can ask ourselves, how is this helping me get to my goals? How is this helping me reach this state of manifestation? But when we talk about the Princess of Cups and the Four of Wands, to me this is talking about how the details of our dream is kind of meant to change. The details are going to be different because you know what? The Four of Wands is not a permanent creation, right? This is like a campfire. You get the stones, you put it together, you manifest the fire. But then after a time, the fire dies out. You got to put the stones back and you got to keep traveling. This is kind of the same thing. It's not just like a one manifestation and you look at it and you say, oh, I'm done. Good. No, it's an ongoing process. It's not a static life. The universe we live in is not just a picture. It's a movement. It's a process. It's flow. It's dynamics. So this manifestation is going to change. The Four of Wands is a temporary manifestation of your spirit, of your creativity, of your heart and soul into something. But the physical form is going to change. It's going to change as you begin to understand your dream more and more deeply. I was going to say clearly, but I don't think it'll ever just be crystal clear because it's changing. The more you dream, the more it changes. The more you try to remember it, the more it changes. It's constantly changing, and it's supposed to, right? The deeper you get into it, the more you see new aspects of it, and therefore what you're creating is going to change too. This is like, again, I bring everything back to Carlos Castaneda. I was thinking about all of his books last night, and each book gives more and more details about this kind of shamanic life that he's incorporating, right? That he's trying to immerse himself in. All of these things that he's learning, right? How to be a person of knowledge. He is... In every book, he's exploring a deeper and deeper level of this system, of this dream that he's creating, this dream that he's manifesting. Because in every book, he's remembering things from different levels of the teaching, right? So the teachings are changing. His perception of the details is changing. The more he writes the books, the more he remembers, the more what he's looking at changes. And it's supposed to, and there's depth to that. But the Princess of Cups is just beginning to understand that, right? It's a princess, it's a page. It's still in training, So we're still learning that the more we try to remember something, the more it's going to shift from our awareness. It's going to change, right? The more we try to evaluate our life, our spirit, our soul, our dream, I don't know what else to call it, the more it's going to change and those details are going to be different. And that's okay. That, I think, is as it should be. And that's why this Four of Wands is here, to show that it's a temporary manifestation. It's going to change as the depth of your understanding changes. Okay. Cancer, to me, this feels like a real Cancer reading to me. I think Cancers really do like spring cleaning. I think we really enjoy kind of cleaning out the closet, throwing a bunch of stuff away, you know. I also feel like we enjoy this process because, you know, Cancer, I'm a solar Cancer. My sun is in Cancer. I'm right on the cusp of Cancer and Leo, actually. But Cancers are a cardinal water sign, which means that we are the fiery aspect, right? Fire of the water. And we have a lot of fire and water here that we're manifesting into this earth energy. So I think it's very interesting that we have the kind of cardinal fire energy down here beneath us. Because this is the fuel. This is what a lot of people don't know about Cancer, right? This is underneath the surface. This is kind of beneath the shell, within the shell. People don't really see this part of you. This is your deep motivation, your deep desire to create. This is all of the spiritual force and fire that's in you, that motivates you. When we get fixed on something, when we get inspired by something, we immerse ourselves in it completely. We have the tendency maybe to get carried away by it. But this is the tremendous passion that we have for this. So I think that you're really finding an opportunity, you're really finding a depth now to life that is enabling you to really utilize the best parts of yourself, your water energy, your sensitivity, your intuition, your depth of understanding and insight, your dream, right? Merge that with your passion, your fire, your heat, your ambition, the confidence that's within you. Now, to merge these together, we've got to get rid of all this extra stuff, and then we can get those merged together. Maybe we do it like that. And then we can really start creating and manifesting our dream, right? I think this is really special. We've got to do something with this air energy. And I think this is the ongoing process, because I think Cancers can kind of get wrapped up in their thoughts a little bit, you know? So we have to organize our thoughts. We have to be able to get rid of things, clean out the closet, so to speak, so that we can merge the fire and the water and start manifesting our dream. And then we've got Mercury energy, magician energy. Now we can utilize all of the resources available to us to do our will, to create our future, to build this dream that we have into a reality. What is it that we dream about? What is it that you want for your future, right? You want something really special. You want to feel like you've lived up to your potential. You want to feel like you've lived up to the standard. You want to feel like you have created the kind of life that you know you're capable of. You don't want to underachieve your own reality, you know? So we've got this magician energy. And the magician knows how to use all of the resources available to it to create this reality, to create this world, to manifest the dream. So we've got this magician who knows how to use this. We have the 4 here, right? The 4 of Wands. The creative 4 elements. The magician here is using the wand, the cup, the sword, the disc, all of the elements, all of the resources, all of the raw materials available to you are going into your future. Now, maybe you're manifesting a business. Maybe this is your overall life, family life, business life, your personal life, your vocations, your everything, right? Your dream is a whole picture, not just one little aspect of it. It's an entire world. Yeah. So the magician is utilizing the fiery aspect of all of these elements, which are the elements, but not solid materials, but the more abstract, the essence of things, right? The magician knows how to use the essence of things. So it's real magic. you know. It's real manifestation, things appearing out of nowhere, you know. And I think that this is a really strong belief in magic that you have. You believe in your power to create, to take something from the dream world and manifest it in reality. Okay? There's no trick behind it. I think you have a very strong connection to your own psychic abilities. I think that you've always been sensitive to psychic energies, auras. I think that you might be a bit of an empath, or someone who can, I guess it would be an empath. You can really understand another person's energy to the point where it becomes yours. And sometimes that could be a little bit of a problem, right? We need to have that boundary, right? We need to understand other people's energy, but not be overwhelmed by it to where we then become that. And that's the problem with Mercury, especially having this Mercury Magician card in your general energy, because Mercury is that substance that can merge with everything else, with any other substance, any other element or compound, and may not recognize itself for a time being. It may be completely overwhelmed by other chemicals, other compounds. But the good news is that once separated again, once we've gotten away from that other energy, we're completely ourselves again. We're unchanged, right? We're not scarred. We're not scathed by that experience. We're still wholly and completely Mercury, even though we've just undergone this wild and crazy, mind meld, soul meld with someone or something else, you know. So I think this is very important, because your dream, your manifestation has to be your own. And I think that's why this is such a special time for you. Because I think maybe that's why Mercury is here. Maybe we've recently gotten out of a situation like that, where we were just kind of wrapped up in somebody else's energy and we were just kind of underneath there. But now we've separated from that. We're completely 100% ourselves now. And now we can start manifesting our own dream. And maybe that's also part of this air energy. I think that could be it. I think you've maybe recently rediscovered your own uniqueness, right? I think maybe we've separated ourselves from some kind of energy that was, that caused us maybe to forget kind of who we are completely, you know, something like that. We see a Two of Pentacles in the position of your environment. So this tells me too that, yeah, maybe we've separated these two elements, right? We've split these apart. Maybe you were immersed in someone else's reality. Maybe you were kind of feeling like a component in someone else's dream. So we could have had to make some changes there in the environment. You know, maybe this is the work that we still need to do. Sometimes the path of the serpent is what's still on the table for us to accomplish, what the work needs to be. We need to come over here and do this, yeah. But we also maybe need to remember ourselves. Maybe the magician here is trying to remember ourselves, trying to separate ourselves from our environment or from this other person or this other situation, this other energy that might be kind of covering us up a little bit. We might have mixed ourselves in with that a little too much. But we can separate ourselves, and we're no worse for the wear. Okay? But what we want to avoid is the Nine of Swords. This is in the position of what we don't want. I think this is another common Cancer trait, is the self-deprecation that could sometimes progress to self-harm. Okay? And I guess this is more of a mental, emotional thing. This is that kind of the inner monologue telling us that we're no good, telling us we can't do it. This is our ability to reject negative thinking, right? The Nine of Swords, we've got to be gentle with ourselves. We have to be kind to ourselves. especially when we're going through a process like this. See, we've got more swords energy. We've got a 9 of swords. We don't want the 9 of swords, right? This is energy we don't want. That's why it's in that position. Because this 9 of swords will make this process pretty much impossible. This will just be, it'll be a real kind of rain on our parade here if we let that in. And it feels like this is, you know, we're trying to clean out our closet, and everything that we find that we might want to get rid of or that we might be able to let go of, we feel a real pain, a real pang, a real injury letting go of something, right? So then we end up not letting go of it, right? It hurts too much to do this. I don't want to do it. So we need to get out of this, and you know, however we can protect ourselves from that kind of anxiety, you know. Because I think ultimately we like cleaning things out. We like getting rid of things. But yet at the same time, we're kind of prone, because we are water and fire. We're the fire. We like just clearing things out. Let's throw everything away and start over again, you know. But then at the same time, we're sensitive, we're emotional, we're attached, right? And that kind of a combination really could be quite limiting in our progress here. Because what's coming next, this is really special. This is the lust or strength card. This is you living your dream, right? This is you with the absolute confidence that, look, you can just reach up into the dream world and you can pull your dreams down into this realm. This is such a magical experience. This is, the lust or strength card is all about you using your magic power, right? It's all about Mercury finding itself, about the magician now being confident in their skills and abilities, you know. You are now you've fully matured your powers of creation, of discipline, of using your creativity, using your force, using your fire to create the kind of life that you want. Now, I mean, the lust or strength card, you're a boss now, you know. And I feel like this is quite the attainment for Cancers, you know. And this is special to me too, because, you know, I'm right on the cusp. And this card rules the sign of Leo. So this is kind of like that Cancer energy that's kind of shifting into a little bit of a Leo vibe, you know. I think we can allow a little bit of that Leo energy into us right now, because it's going to be really the way that we can control all of this energy and this entire process, that we can own it, right? We can control it and we can maximize the potential. I think this is really special. I think you've literally been hoping and dreaming and wishing and praying for this opportunity. And maybe it all really does hinge on us just getting away, separating ourselves, finding our independence, finding ourself again, getting out of this situation, getting rid of what doesn't work for us, and being brave, really just using our water, fire energy to continue to manifest our life, you know, our life, our own life. Let's look at the mystery card now. Thank you, Little Horse, for helping us out here. I don't really know what this is going to be. I'd like to see something, I'd like to see some water energy, some better water energy, right? I want to see something that gives us this sense of fulfillment and peace and calm and beauty and love, you know, because it's a lot of air, right? And then it's just, we've got the fire, and it just seems like it's very busy. Let's have some tranquility, shall we? Well, we've got the Emperor. The Emperor is basically the cardinal fire energy. It's that Aries energy. This is that boss energy, right? But now it goes beyond the lust or strength card. The lust or strength card, I kind of feel like, is a component of the Emperor, right? It's a part of that Emperor, getting control over this creative, the creative process within ourselves. But the Emperor also has great vision and foresight, can see what life is going to be like 5 or 10 years from now, so they know what to do right now. They're in charge of the entire realm. They're in charge of the future of the realm, of the kingdom, of the empire. Yeah. It's a heavy responsibility, but it's your life, it's your dream, it's your reality. So you're in charge. You have to think of the future here. You have to think of what you can do right now to continue this down the road, right? We want the longevity here, right? So this is a really, really empowering card. I like this as a confirmation card. It's not the water, the satisfaction, the calm, chill energy I wanted, but we're not there yet. Right now, we have to really kind of grab the beast by the reins, right? And start building our life how we want it. And I think it does have a lot to do with us taking responsibility and getting our Mercury energy separated from whatever it's been kind of in combination with. I think we've forgotten ourselves. We need to rediscover that. We need to rediscover that we are the emperor of our own lives. Okay. Anyway, Cancer, we're going to do an extended reading. If you would like to stick around, just click up there on that link. That'll give you access to every extended reading. Okay. I want to thank you for taking this journey with me. Definitely hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 100K. Gonna maybe try to do something special to celebrate the 100K. Maybe a live reading or something like that, or just a Q&A kind of thing, or a little bit of both. So stick around for that and check the channel for updates on that. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.